Who's talking? It sounds like somebody close to my door. That sounds so weird. I voted Democrat in the past. Okay, wait. It says that New Hampshire has voted Democrat in the last few elections for its House and Senate, and has voted Democrat in the last 5 presidential elections. So I don't know. That's what they say about New Hampshire. The last few elections for its House and Senate has voted Democrat in the last 5 presidential elections. I don't know. Had no clue. Yeah, New England, like I said, is more like bluish area. Massachusetts is definitely blue. I love it here, to be honest with you. It's just really expensive. Hi, Adi. Mr. Adi, what's up? Salam alaikum. I thought it was red till this year. I wonder if it was, let's see. Maybe the people that they voted in for Senate? Maybe? Is that what you mean? Or representatives? Because that could be a thing. You don't like Massachusetts gotten so bad? In what terms? You mean like expensive-wise? The prices have soared like crazy. Yeah, expensive. Yeah, it's very expensive. And I think this has a lot to do with a lot of the college kids that come over here. I don't know, though. Former DEA official allegedly co-conspirator and attempt to launder cartel money. What the fuck? It says a top DEA official, veteran CIA assets were busted in a $12 million scheme to launder cash, produce drones for Mexico's cartel. What is wrong with these people? This is coming from Max Blumenthal reporting this. HOA is hell on earth too. Yeah, I think that people need to look into the HOA. Because if you're gonna participate in HOA, you have to, like, how strict are they? Because my dad's in an HOA right now. Wait, is that where, like, they have rules? Because my dad can't have, like, a fence. Like, he can't have fence in his backyard. Because it's, like, a newer area. Nobody has fence unless it's, like, a steel iron rod fence. Yeah. There's, like, but they're not very strict, so. You can't have more than 2 flowers out? That's so sad. What? What kind of rules are those, man? I do agree to an extent with some things, but that's too, like, see, those kind of rules are stupid. Like, as long as your house looks nice, right? Keep your grass mowed. I think those should be a basic HOA. When the rules become too crazy, it's just like, what the fuck? And now I'm under constant harassment. Nuh-uh. That's freaking sad. Toxic. It changes you. Dude, nah, I wouldn't. I think there would only be a few incidents where I would do the HOA again if I looked into the rules. But I would like to live in a nice area where everybody's well kept up with their, their yard. I mean, that would make sense. Like I said, with grass being cut, etc., but like 2 flowers out, like, that's weird. That is weird, dude. shit, you guys, it's 11 o'clock. I have to get ready for work. Did you hear this before I get off here? Did you hear the psychologist claims that 90s children think differently than Gen Z, and it's due to video games they play. So the games in the 90s taught the brain to fail and to try again, teaching patience and tolerance. And then games today employ autosave, step-by-step tutorials. It removes challenges. What else? The games like Doom and Zelda, you had to remember specific routes. Today they all have glowing lines and GPSs. You had to stop once you got stuck. In the games like Fortnite and Roblox, you build to keep your attention. They're built to keep your attention forever. Dude, that's crazy. In the 90s, you went to play at friends' houses, play like Mario Kart. Today, kids play alone on a headset, surrounded by thousands, but connected to no one. 90 games were hard and often took days or weeks to beat. I remember. Today, games are filled with battle passes and login rewards and introduction of FOMO. Yep, this could explain why Gen Z appears to have the shortest attention span recorded in history. Also, I found out though, you guys remember back in the 90s and early 2000s, you watched your TV to like find out what is going to be on a certain channel. You had to watch the guide just and wait for the channel to come back around. Oh my gosh, you guys remember that? We had so much patience in the 90s. So much patience. Remember the TV guide? Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And then Dish Network came out, and then Comcast, and then you'd go to it. Oh, the rabbit ears and aluminum. Oh my gosh, swear. Dude, I used to put, because back in the old days, you guys, the old TVs were made with like a lot of metals. And I used to take like this big circle magnet that I had and like change the colors of the TV if you go against like the glass. And then one time I left it there and my dad pulled it off and it just left a huge color. And it never went away since. And like the TV, oh my gosh, dude, I miss those days. I miss the smell of the 90s. I miss the vibe of the 90s. I miss the colors of them. I miss the 90s. That was when things were great. We just came on when the street lights came on. No GPSs, no kidnappings. I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of kidnappings, but it wasn't so serious like it is now. No phones. I used to go over to my friend's house, knock on the door. Are you coming out to play? The 90s. When family was all together. Now I feel like family is... I feel like once your grandparents pass away, it's not the same anymore. Because your grandparents are what brought the family together. And now when your grandparents are gone, we don't go to their house anymore for family get-togethers. It's like it's missing something, you know? Sad. It happened to me. It doesn't happen no more. It's all done. All gone. I never had that, so I'm not missing. I yearn. Aww. I miss it all. I really do miss the smell. You know what I really miss though? Listen, I left my home state back in like 10 years ago, okay? I moved to Boston, and then I came back for a year and moved over there. My grandma, like, she had construction workers changed so much in her house, and now when I came back, it was so sad. Everything was gone. I was heartbroken because that was my childhood just broken in pieces. I have nothing left back in my hometown. Nothing. I found out who my dad is finally. He too passed. And oh my goodness, that's a good age. That is a good age. I lived in Boston from 2002 to 2018. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I moved here back in 2012. So I came 10 years after you. I lived here for a while. U.S. groceries costs just hit a record, with a family of 4 now spending around $1,030 a month. My pops. You call him your pops? Oh my gosh, my mom calls her dad Pops. That's so See, college in Boston, I was shocked. Wow. That's crazy. $1,030 a month on groceries. That is actually insane. It seems even too low, that number. Honestly, I know, right? I mean, technically, me, my husband, and my son, now since my son is bigger now, so he's eating a lot more. I feel like meat, especially with my husband, we can spend on upwards of like $1,000 for 3 people. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's very low because, yeah, there's no way. Especially, okay, listen, if you make a home-cooked meal, you're buying onions, you're buying potatoes, you're buying the meat, you're buying the herbs, and you're cutting up the cilantro or the parsley. Listen, I'm telling you right now, there's no way you're spending that. Like, you're spending more than that for the 80/20. Yeah, man, there's no way. Why meal prep? I'm doing it right now. I think meal prep is really good. Especially if you're by yourself. Oh my gosh, it's so convenient. I feel like meal prepping with my husband, he does not like it. He does not like to eat chicken or anything that's been left in the refrigerator overnight. Yeah, most can't afford it. Oh, EBT is only $280 a month. Yeah. People that work full time qualify for EBT. This one from my mom's for Christmas. Meal prep. Hi, Rebecca. I don't know how people just sit in here and listen to me as a podcast. I appreciate you, 38 people in here. Thank you for listening to me as a podcast.